Coltaine
Wreckage.
stutters and gets red in the face.
Wreckage nods and says, "Pleased to meet you. My name is Wreckage."
She nods curtly, looking kind of nervous, then turns her attention back to the other three. Well, sorry, she's already familiar with Saxard, so to Coltaine and Jacques, and asks, so what brings you to Winterhaven?
I am searching for a friend of mine, a mentor actually, who came this way many months ago and has not returned. Perhaps you have heard of him. He's a man by the name of Douven Stall.
I do remember a fellow by that name. Yes, he had a room here for a time. If I recall correctly, he had some business with Elian the Old. Funny thing is, he disappeared one day and never returned. I never did find out what happened to him. Perhaps Elian would know more.
Could you tell me who this Elian is? I'd be very grateful for any information.
Oh, my apologies. That's Elian at the table right there. And she points at, seems like a farmer in his early 50s, sitting at a table with a couple other people.
Thank you kindly. Excuse me, my friends, I've matters to attend to. Coltaine walks off and starts talking to the farmer. I don't know, maybe you guys want to finish speaking with her first.
Jacques just looks at her and pays no attention.
Wreckage just sips at his ale, and he starts small talk with the Dragonborn. How do you say that name? Zaxard?
Yeah.
Okay, so Wreckage asks Zaxard, I've heard that Dragonborns use more of their muscles than magic. How is it that you've turned towards that?
Well, according to Dragonborn standards, I've never been a strong person physically, and there was a mentor in our clan, and I've been under his wing, and he has taught me these magical abilities.
Ah, well, I hope you'll be more useful than Jacques here. And just as Wreckage says that, he slaps Jacques hard in the back.
Oh, you jerk. Jerk.
He was probably trying to be friendly.
Yes, I was.
Yes.
I was trying to be friendly.
Jacques tries to take the slap and such.
Be careful there, he might break his back.
Oh, don't worry.
Do I lose any hit points?
You don't lose any hit points unless Wreckage wants you to lose hit points, in which case you'd have to make an attack roll.
I can control your hit point.
Oh, you jerk. Well, he did say he was trying to be friendly, so therefore, I would assume he's not trying to make me lose my hit points, so, ha ha ha.
Maybe hurting people is part of Goliath culture.
Oh, dang.
Yeah,
Didn't think of that.
when Goliaths say hello to each other, they hit each other across the face, like with a punch. And when they say goodbye, they kick each other in the nuts.
And delivering a paralyzing spinal injury means he really likes you.
Exactly.
Wow, glad to... Wait, really likes me or really likes my horse? But anyway, enough of that. I start to make small talk with Zaxard and ask him, where is the lord of this town?
He is in his house. He, well, I was in the inn, and, as you can tell, Dragonborn are not, you know, very many in this, town. So he hired me. all the while, Zaxard is keeping an eye on the elf, making sure she doesn't do anything, you know, out of place.
She just seems to be glancing at you guys pretty often out of the corner of her eye, trying to make it seem like she's not listening in, but since you're paying attention, you can tell that she is listening. Like sometimes she'll turn her way and she'll abruptly turn the other way.
I ask Zaxard, do you possibly know if he is awake or where he might be at this hour?
I'm not sure, but I think it's a bit past your bedtime.
Oh, you shut your mouth.
Wow, that was
he
beautiful.
told you.
Yeah, so let's go back to Coltaine and going to see Elian the Old.
So I approach Elian the Old and say, "Excuse me, sir, are you Elian the Old?"
Yes?
Forgive me for the intrusion, but, would you happen to know of a man by the name of Douven Stall?
You knew Douven. I always wondered what happened to him.
Does that mean that you don't know where he might be?
Well, he had questions about the old burial site southwest of the village. Thought a dragon might be buried there. I told him it was probably just an old trash heap, but he wouldn't hear of it, no sir. Well, of course I gave him directions to the place. I am something of a historian of the area, you know. Ah, yes, Douven. Well, he took my directions, and we haven't seen him since. I do hope the poor man is all right.
He was very important to me. Thank you, sir, for the information. Good night.
Oh, hold on a moment. Let me give you a map here. He withdraws a piece of parchment and a quill, ink pen, ink, and he pens you a small map showing where the burial site is in relation to Winterhaven.
Once again, thank you very much for your help. Coltaine looks a little distraught over the sound that, well, what sounds like the fact that his mentor is possibly missing for good, and smiles again at the man and rejoins the others.
So you guys planning on spending the night there? And then what? What's your plan?
Wreckage was coming to Winterhaven to map out runes, correct? That was his purpose. That's why he wanted to find people that could draw.